Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We are at the Q-Plex today against the Lancaster Thunder. Undefeated Hawks going 8-0 after a win against Edmundston yesterday, 3-2. I was away in Halifax at a Thunderbirds game with Halen and Miller, and we had to miss out on the fun, but we're back today and ready to watch the Hawks battle it out to secure the win and keep this run alive. And Lancaster is 3-2 right now. They have a loss against us. I'm not sure what the other one is. And only a few games left in the season to secure those provincial spots. And the Hawks are looking mighty good. Halen Guptill in net. We got the starting lineup out. Life, McLeod. McLeod moved up to forward for this one, as that is his position, but he stepped up to play D. And puck back to Lancaster. They're going to dump this one deep. Baraducci and Levesque in as Halen comes out to settle that one down. Levesque off the glass and pinched at the boards. It comes free right out in front almost, but that was cleared. Held in at the line by the Thunder. They're going to send this one deep as they go for the chase. And back to the point. That comes out. Just sneaks past the blue line as Fallow puts the pressure on. They'll chip that one back in, and Baraducci is going to look to give that back to Fallow. And Fallow making his way through. Couldn't quite get the pass off. Into Life stick it goes, and he'll send that one deep. And on the chase, Lancaster off the board. Stanley off the bench, straight to the line to keep this one in. And he'll chip one in on the goaltender. He'll swipe that into the corner. And Life taking the body. And Declan gets smoked with a huge reverse from big number 15 on Lancaster. And they're going to make their way back through the neutral zone. And Stanley will pick this one up as Lancaster's getting the change. And the Hawks will get the forwards changed. As Noseworthy was moved back on D, and he's going to run this one through. And loses it as Lancaster makes her way in, and that's going to be an offside as they try to tag up, and Doran, a little misread there between the Lancaster players. Doucette lost in his feet, avoiding that hit as Green's coming in aggressive. Doucette, 1-on-2, shot right into the glove of the Lancaster goaltender. And we will go to the face-off in Thunder territory, left of their netminder. 10:16 left here in the first period, and we are scoreless. Face-off back to Cadeau. Cadeau is going to walk this one around. Hard stop. He's looking as Michaud battles this one out. Pearson in for the help, and that was right out to the slot. No one there. McDonald picks that one up. Stanley's going to send that one in. Looked like he was trying to deflect it off the Lancaster D. And he's taken out right out front and in the feet of the defense. As they ran, Fillmore with the shot off the skates, and that's going to go up over the net. Back to Stanley. Stanley in deep. He'll backhand this one right in front and on net, and that'll be covered up by Lancaster goaltender. And we will go back to the faceoff as both teams get the change, get some fresh legs on the ice. And Life at the draw. McLeod on the wing with Fallow. We got Baraducci and Anderson minding the backside. That'll be sent right into the slot off the defense. Fallow picks that one up in behind the net. Declan just missed that one. Baraducci sent one wide into the corner. Anderson trying to hold the line. Almost give up. And a huge body into the boards. Life is going to pick this one up and try to walk it in. It gets poked away. He steals it back. And the shot couldn't get that off as the sticks were in the way. And the back check as they're trying to angle this guy into the boards, and a shot right into Halen's glove. from the point. And a couple times there, they were almost giving up those breakaways and those 2-on-1s, but managed to skate and get back in time. 8:55 left here in the first, and we're scoreless in the feet. Lancaster tied up. Hawks are going to take control, and that comes back out to center ice. Lancaster's going to draw this one back as Green chips that one in. Baraducci off the boards, and that's going to be an offside call. Pull this one outside the Hawks zone for the faceoff. And we got Noseworthy at the draw. Doucette on the wing with Fulkins. Anderson and Baraducci on D. Lancaster has control. Pass up to Doran. Doran takes the hit into the boards. And that'll be sent deep. Anderson holding this down, and that's going to be a penalty going to Doucette. He'll be sitting for 2 for interference as he was a little late on that hit on Doran. Five on 4 with 8:20 left here for Lancaster. They win that draw cleanly. Back to the D, and that was easily stolen away by Fulkins. Fulkins going to clear this one down as the goaltender's out. He's going to backhand that back as Green picks it up in behind for the Thunder. And he's looking to make the breakout. That goes right back to Fulkins. Fulkins will send that back deep as the Thunder are struggling here to get things going. Martin had gone in behind to pick it up and go with speed, and they keep. And a floppy pass through the neutral zone. McDonald, he's going to take this one away from them. That'll be back up, and that is held in as the Hawks try to kill some time here off this penalty. And the puck in behind the net, and that'll be chipped up and over the glass and out of play. And we will go back to the face-off in the Hawks zone with 1:03 left here in this penalty kill for the Hawks. And face-off in the stick. Sent out front, bouncing puck, and that gets swiped away. Lancaster gains control as they'll get set up here and try to make something happen. Get some quality shots on net. And Fillmore just aggravating shot right into Halen. And he's going to swipe that in and cover it up as we go to the face-off. And that Lancaster coach is absolutely going bonkers on the bench, and that's all I can hear. And I have great big headphones on, but he is echoing through the building. Lancaster gains control at the point, and they're still start moving the puck around. In deep and back. They're trying to get our defense moving and the goaltender moving. Right out front in the slot, tied up. They couldn't get the shot off. 20 seconds left. And that's a goal right there as the third rebound off the pad, and Lancaster's on the board. 1-0 on that power play. I don't know what happened there, but they were hammering it into his pads. Come out, wide open net. No one there as the defense, it looked like, fell on the ice, given the interference on their own goaltender. 1-0. Hawks win cleanly back to Stanley. Stanley's going to chip that. That'll be gloved down and a hand pass against Lancaster. And we will go to the face-off outside Thunder zone. One cleanly back once again, up to Michaud. Michaud just missed that bouncing puck, but he'll go on the chase with Cadeau. Cadeau tried to get the clear. Pearson with the shot, and that's high of the net. The reach from the Lancaster goaltender and couldn't quite get it. McDonald in deep. Battling for the puck, and that'll be sent and right out front. In behind. And Lancaster's going to make their way forward. Right out front, and he scores! And Lancaster are up 2-0 with the pass right across the crease. And Lancaster looking to break this winning streak that the Hawks have been on, and so far they are making that happen. Life at the draw. Lancaster takes control, sending it into the Hawks zone. Baraducci up to Life. Life in the skates of Lancaster. That's deflected out, and they have control back. And Baraducci tries to send it in, and that's picked up as he's walking in off the pads of Halen. And Life back in control. Lancaster back check, stealing that away, and that's back to Anderson. Anderson sending it deep, and Hawks try to tag up. Back in deep, Life, back to Kennedy. Kennedy into the corner. And they'll bring this all the way back. Anderson shot off the shin pads of Lancaster, sent around. And that'll come back out to neutral zone. Fallow sending that in deep, and the boys will get a change here as Lancaster will pick this one up. And a pass intercepted almost, and that is an offside call against the Thunder. 4:31 left here in the first, and it's 2-0 for the Thunder. And Noseworthy at the draw, back to Lancaster, as they're going to try to make the break out through the neutral, and they're in, and a shot going wide of the net, padded to the side. Back to Cadeau. Cadeau makes the shot right in to his player. I think that was Doran. And Ben Levesque, hard stop in the corner. And they're going to battle this out and try to get that puck free. And that's free. Green right out front, poked away by Halen. And a nice save there off his deflection. I don't know who caught that puck, but Noseworthy in control. And that'll be shot right into the Hawks bench, and it looked like it come off the helmet of the linesman. But Lancaster all over the Hawks right now. And this has happened before. This has happened before, and the Hawks have come back in the second and started stomping. So we won't fret quite yet. Pearson at the draw to the corner. Stanley is going to chase this one down and sent back. Fillmore right out. Nice little pass to Pearson. Couldn't quite reach it though. Pearson sends it straight off the corner and right back to the point. A slap shot. And that goes into the corner, wide of the net. And the boys are going to just try to run their energy down by hitting the body. And another cross crease through traffic, and that one makes it wide of the net again. And Stanley, he's going to chase this one into the corner, as it's just chaos all around. And tried to send deep again around the glass, and that is back up to the point, and Ben's going to put that one in. And Stanley Was just trying to hold that one there, and that trickles back out to the slot. Fillmore, finally, Hawks. Fillmore loses the puck as that is stolen. And Halen's going to knock that one down and play it to Baraducci. Baraducci dropping that off for Life, and Life, with 2 on him, gets the puck poked away. And I'm seeing the Hawks break down ever so bad right now as they're kind of in a state of urgency, and everybody's trying to do it themselves instead of just getting that puck moved out of the Hawks zone. They're down by 2. It's only the first. They need to take a breath. Take a breath, move the puck, move the feet. And right now, Lancaster is outworking them. And back to the point, and that'll be shot on net off the pad into Halen's glove, and that's the whistle as we'll go back to the face-off. Left of Guptill. Hawks with the line changes. We have Noseworthy, Folkens, Levesque, McLeod, and Doucette. In behind the net, Levesque goes to the ice. Lancaster gains control. That'll be a shot, and that is sent wide. And back to the point. Cunningham's going to send that one in deep as Carr battles to try to get it. Noseworthy just slowing up there for a minute, and he fans on that puck, misses it completely. Noseworthy picks this one up into the feet, and the boys just can't seem to get out of their own way as that's all the way back down. Folkens chasing, and he's getting pushed off the puck. He's waiting for help, and we have a call coming up for interference against Lancaster, sending the Hawks to the power play with 59 seconds left here in the first period. And it's 2-0 for Lancaster. This is going to give the Hawks a great chance to get on the board before going into the second. In the feet, bouncing around all the way to the other side. And the puck settled down as they're working on some power play moves. And good puck movement. Trying to get, and a shot right into the shins of Cadeau. And all the way across, McDonald. He's going to walk this one out, drop back to Noseworthy. Noseworthy is going to rim this around to the other side. Stanley to Doucette. Doucette off the skates, and that'll be backhanded. McDonald, cross ice to Folkens. Folkens to Doucette. Doucette going to take the shot, and that's deflected off the stick and into the netting. Yeah, much better puck movement on this power play. As the boys try to open those lanes and try and get shots on net. One back cleanly. Stanley right off the hop. He's going to shoot. And that is into the belly of the goaltender. Try to catch him off guard there with that quick action. And that is it for the first period. We're going to take a quick break. Start the second off with 1:01 in the power play for the Hawks. And we will be right back. All right, folks, here we go. We are back, 12 minutes on the clock. Period 2. Lancaster up 2-0. Hawks on the power play for 1:01. Pearson at the draw. We got Fillmore, Michaud, Stanley, and McDonald. And here we go. And the whistle down, not sure why, but and that is Green. He's going to take this one. He's going to walk this in and loses the edge. Hawks going. Fillmore. Oh, and a reverse hit as he gets taken and the puck gets sent up. And Green on the breakaway. Back check from McDonald and the save from Halen in behind the net. And that is going to be held against the boards as Hawks finally come away with it. 20 seconds left in this power play. And Stanley, he's just going to bring this one in himself. And that'll be backhand back to the point. Baraducci's just going to fire that one in, and that's blocked, knocked down. Lancaster's getting almost the clear, and Green's on a breakaway again. And Baraducci, and the shot and the pad save from Halen. 2 short-handed breakaways in a row as we come back to even strength. Fallow holding this one, and he loses that. Lancaster gaining control, almost gaining control, and that is going to be an icing call. We'll pull this one back down into Lancaster zone for the face-off. And the Hawks not looking the best at the start this second period here. Life at the draw. Over to Fallow. Anderson's going to fire one on net. That's saved and sent to the corner. Kennedy in and around Life. Out front. Tried to go off the back of the goaltender. Lancaster was going to ice this one again. And that's going to put us to the face-off in Lancaster zone. 2-0 Thunder. 10:26 left here in the second. And face-off in the feet. Fallow in to put that into the corner. Kennedy's going to send that back. And Baraducci misses that one completely. Anderson is going to pick this one up. As Lancaster heavy on the forecheck with the speed and the aggression. And it looked like it was unexpected. And a pass right out front of the crease. No one there for Lancaster. Baraducci is going to send that one off the wall and down into Lancaster end for icing call against the Hawks. Back down in Hawks end. .55 left here in the second. 2-0 Lancaster. Noseworthy at the draw. Lancaster gains control. Backhand up over. Baraducci sends it around. Doucette taking the man for Noseworthy. Pick that puck up back to the other side. Anderson tries to go for the cross-ice pass, and that is blocked and picked up by Martin. Wilson sends that in. Martin looking for the pass out front. And he's denied. Shot. And that is a save. Close. Into the pads of Halen from that angle. Almost deflected in, and it was inches from the line. Lancaster's coming out hard to win this game today and break the streak. Green at the draw with Noseworthy. Fulkins in. Takes that one in the shins, and that'll be sent deep into the corner. Declan McLeod at the battling back to the point. Cadeau with a little feather shot into traffic, and that'll be chipped up as Doucette is going to race this one down against Cadeau. Cadeau spins, fires the pass back, and that tried to get sent in, and McLeod picks it up, puts it deep, and Doucette's going to be on the chase. Battles in the corner. And it looks like Green. Is that Green? Back to Levesque. Levesque tried to send that on. That's poked away. As the boys aren't even going for the puck. They're just going for the body. And a shot again from Lancaster right into the chest of Halen. And we have a penalty coming up against Declan for a slash. And it's not what we need right here. When you're down 2, Lancaster with the power play at 8:30 left here in the second period. Michaud at the draw. We got Fillmore. We got Stanley. And is that McDonald? And McDonald. Back to Green. Green sends that one in deep. Stanley coming in, up to Fillmore. Fillmore looking to make a play to get this puck out. And he's just going to hold it and wait. That goes back to Green, and Green with the shot, and that's a save and a cover-up. And that's a quick whistle from the ref as the puck was trickling out towards the corner. And Fillmore and Carr getting into it in the corner there. Back at the face-off circle. Hawks on the penalty kill, and Stanley as Lancaster battles this one out, and they almost come away with it. McDonald is going to continue fighting. Lancaster gets control. McDonald sends him to the ice, and he's going after the bodies. As he gets out of position, there's 4-on-3 in the zone, but Lancaster eases up as they try to get the passes going. And Stanley with the aggression there, and Lancaster comes away with it. And absolutely nobody out front, and he could have walked that one around. And a shot right into the chest of Halen, and that will be a save. And I'm not sure what Lancaster was seeing on that one, as that wide open glove side, he could have walked that out easily. 55 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Hawks. Lancaster wins this one back. Green, he's going to walk out. Fallow forcing the pass, and that's in behind the net. And right at the line, Fallow gets beat, and he'll pass that one around, and that slides right over, shot, and that'll be covered up. And I'm not sure what the hesitation is on the Hawks, as Lancaster seems to be holding on to these pucks. And they're kind of just coming close to them and not really pushing them off the puck or getting them into the boards. And they're getting beat, and they're getting shots on net. And that one was almost taken away by Kennedy. And back in Lancaster's position, they're going to go back to the D. And the D trying to make a move around Kennedy, as Kennedy just kind of stood there and waited. And right out front in the pass and the missed shot from Martin. He had a great opportunity there to get that one-timer and missed the puck, fanned on it. And back to even strength. Declan heading to the box, or heading to the bench. And Life coming out to play. And the shot, and that goes wide. Halen pushing himself out, knowing where that was going. And Lancaster still in control. And the shot, that goes wide into the corner. And Fallow to Anderson. Anderson, it's not even a penalty kill anymore, and he's going to ice that one to give them a breather. That was the first clear in 2 minutes for the Hawks, as Lancaster dominated that power play, but just could not find the back of the net. And back at the face-off, Noseworthy to the boards, pinched as they battle it out to try to get it free. And that's the Falcons to Doucette, back to Doucette. Doucette backhands that one up to Falcons, and finally in the Lancaster zone. And the pass back to Doucette with pressure. And Doucette, he's going to walk this one through, and he gets tripped up. And that is going to send the Hawks to the power play. 2-0 Lancaster, 5:28 left here in the second. And it looks like Jackson Cadeau from the Thunder is going to be sitting for 2 for tripping. And at the face-off dot, Noseworthy. Got Doucette, Falcons, Levesque, and McDonald to kick this power play off. Doucette back to Levesque. Levesque to Doucette. Doucette having a look. Back to Levesque. Levesque going to take the shot, miss the net completely. Doucette. And he goes short, tries to go short side. And that is a save and a cover-up. The rebound came clear. 5:06 left here in the second period, 2-0 Thunder. And face-off. One, Doucette looking for that short side shoulder save by the goaltender. And that's a bouncing puck back out to neutral zone, giving Lancaster a little bit of time here. Pass up to Doucette. Doucette is going to walk in. And with too much pressure, he's going to settle this one down. Back to McDonald. McDonald to Doucette. Doucette right out as Noseworthy was parked out front. They're looking for that. And that'll be cleared by Lancaster. All the way back down. 1 minute left here in this penalty power play, sorry. Levesque into the feet of Lancaster. McDonald. Lancaster's too deep, and these guys can't figure out how to get out of their zone. Finally, back to neutral zone. Michaud sends it right to Lancaster. Lancaster sends it back to Ben. Ben Levesque going to go for a run. He'll send that deep, and that bounces off the boards, and Lancaster's going to cover that one up. 25 seconds left here in this power play. And so far, the Hawks not looking too good with these power play lines. Face-off, won by Lancaster. And that'll be cleared. 18 seconds left in the power play. Anderson is going to chase this one down. And in behind he goes. And that is sent up off the boards. Michaud trying to get there. And Lancaster will clear this one. A massive slap shot all the way down. Halen takes it in the chest, and we're back to even strength. Anderson. Back to Lancaster. Lancaster is going to send this one up. Stanley there. Pull this one back into the Thunder zone. Michaud holding the line. And right into the circle. That'll be off the boards and back down into the Hawks' end. And that is icing against Lancaster Thunder. We will head to the face-off back down in Thunder zone with 2:47 left here in the second period. 2-0 Thunder. Fulkins battled. Back to McDonald. McDonald with the wide open lane, and he misplays the puck. Baraducci tries to send that off the boards. Couldn't get it past him. It'll be back in Hawks zone. Baraducci looking. Tries to go to Fulkins. Fulkins is going to chase this one down. Cadeau is going to take control. He'll send that back. Baraducci to McDonald. McDonald going the wrong direction. Not sure what happened with that one, but picked up behind the Hawks net. Baraducci misplays it, and the boys just can't seem to keep control of the puck and accept passes right like today. Reversed behind the net. And the battle against the boards. $300 and $400 sticks. And the ends are made of rubber today. Pick these guys up a $25 Sherwood. Little Woody. Little Sherwood Woody, 25 bucks. And a little chip out to neutral zone. They'll go 2-on-2. And the move to go between the legs, and he misses it at the block. Levesque, nice pass up to Doucette. Doucette walking in one-on-one, and the shot into the defense. Ben in deep. And that's against the boards. Ben over to Noseworthy. Noseworthy misses that pass. 30 seconds left here in the second period. And he gets bodied. Fallow getting sandwiched. The puck held against the boards. Doucette back to Declan. Declan going to make the shot, and that goes wide. Ben on net right there. And we have a penalty coming up. Lancaster going to the box again to end this period. 12 seconds left. Hawks with yet another chance to capitalize with the man advantage and try and get on the board here in this 2-0 game. So far, they haven't been able to create anything on the power plays this game. And once again, it comes down to just putting pucks on net. Lancaster have been doing a great job with their penalty kills and clogging up traffic. And they'll take control right off the hop here with a man down. And he's going to walk in, and he's going to shoot it off the back of the net. And that is going to end it. And Lancaster actually has a 4-minute penalty. So Hawks are going to be on the power play for 3 minutes and 48 seconds. To start the third period. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Doucette in control in the neutral zone. We're 5-on-4 for another 3 minutes. McDonald to Fulkins. They're going to bring this one in, settle it down. Doucette back to Fulkins. Fulkins with the shot. Blocker and a rebound. McDonald with the bouncing puck. Couldn't get a hold of it. And Lancaster will get the clear. And at the Q-Plex, the bathrooms were a little bit of a jaunt, so I jogged. I got dirty looks from the walkers because you're not supposed to run on the walking track. McDonald sends it right over to Lancaster for them to fire one on net. And that will be sent to McDonald. McDonald passing it up. And that is right on net and to the corner as Michaud on the chase. Hawks getting a bit of a change here. And that'll be sent right back to Green on Lancaster. And the boys with their passing aren't reading the ice or the puck or the players very well today. Anderson having a look. And we have another penalty coming up to Lancaster. Green's going for interference. And we'll have a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes as the first penalty winds down to the 2-minute mark. Hawks have the ultimate advantage right now, 5-on-3. They need to take a breath, communicate, get it together, and start making some plays to get pucks on net here. The draw in the feet, and Lancaster gets that clear of their zone into the neutral zone. Anderson chasing this one down, and he'll pick this up. Pearson, he's going to make his way in as he gets tripped. Fillmore on the puck. He's just going to shoot that, and that's going to go off something and wide. Sounded like it hit the goaltender. Anderson shot, and that's into the glove of the Thunder's goaltender. 9:45 left here in regulation time, and it's still 2-0 for the Thunder. Back to the draw. We got Life, Kennedy, Fallow, Levesque, and McLeod. Sent back to McLeod. McLeod, he's going to walk this one in over to Levesque. Levesque going in deep. Shot, and that is into the glove of the Thunder's goaltender. .122 left of a 5-on-3. 1:23 left on the other penalty. There'll be 5-on-4. Declan with a rocket into the chest of the goaltender. Here we go again. Fallow right back to McLeod. McLeod to Levesque. Levesque back to McLeod. Back to Levesque. Levesque over to Life. Life takes the shot, and that is wide and around and out of the zone. Declan picked this up in the neutral zone. And Decky looking to make this play as he shot, and that's blockered over. Easy save. Life drops this back to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to walk the line here, walk this one in. Wide over to Levesque. Levesque getting the pressure. He'll send that one in behind. And no one in front of the net. And there's Kennedy trying to come into the slot, and that pass gets deflected as LeBlanc made his way through and got rid of the puck into the Hawk zone. Levesque going to go for a run. And he's going to go and try to make his way in. And he's pushed off the puck as he lost his footing. Right to Kennedy. Kennedy sent it to McDonald. McDonald with the one-timer, and that's deflected wide by Martin into the corner. Life. And we are 5 seconds coming back to even strength. And that is dropped into the slot. And that is an icing call against Lancaster as they come back to even strength. And not a good showing from the Hawks so far today. They have an undefeated streak this half of the season, and they're not showing that they want to keep that alive. Noseworthy at the draw. We got Fulkins, Doucette, Stanley, and McDonald. Lancaster. That puck be fired in behind. McDonald's going to send it back in. Fulkins had that one taken away. Doucette with the pickpocket. Back to Fulkins. Fulkins sends it out high in the slot and just wide of the sticks. Stanley coming in, hard stop, up to Noseworthy. Noseworthy looking, he's going to run this one in with Doucette. Doucette going to the net. Stanley, Noseworthy to Stanley, save. Stanley with the shot. And that is a save by the Lancaster goaltender, holding it down for his team. And it's looking back to the face-off circle left of the Lancaster netminder in the feet. Fulkins pulls this one out to the boards to Baraducci. Baraducci tried to fire one on net that's in the skates. Doucette trying to make the moves through three people. Couldn't get it done. Back in neutral zone. Noseworthy going to send this deep. And he'll chase this one down against Cadeau. Cadeau tried to send that to Carr. Makes the backhand pass to Carr. Carr off the boards. And the shot. And the rebound. And a beautiful rebound save from the Thunder goaltender. Opportunity to make this a one-goal game. Michaud couldn't quite get the reach on that one. And that'll be cleared for an icing against the Thunder. And a fantastic save there on that rebound. Keeping his shutout alive with 6:39 left here in the third period. And the Thunder are holding it down 2-0 against the undefeated Hawks. Pearson, Michaud, Fillmore, Baraducci, and Anderson. Face-off, one back to Lancaster in the corner. Send that around. Anderson just going to try to fire one on net and absolutely fans on it. Back in Hawk zone. Baraducci picking this one up as the Lancaster with the fast and heavy forecheck. Creamer holding it at the line. Green didn't know where it went. Found it in his feet, and he's going to continue trying to play this as that gets sent back in deep. Anderson, sauce pass. Up, out of the line. And the Lancaster trying to run the clock down here. Creamer is going to send that over. Pass up. Anderson take control. And he's going to walk this one in and get absolutely buried in the shot. And a blocker save. And Fillmore couldn't get the rebound off this one, but he's going to go aggressive in the corner as they try to get that puck loose. And that'll be a whistle. Fillmore fell on the puck. 5:26 left here in the third period. 2-0 Thunder. And a line change here from the Hawks. We got a better third with more shots on net and a few more scoring opportunities for the Hawks. And around and sent on net, and that's blocked. Kennedy going back to Declan. Declan getting the shot, and that is wide. I don't know if that was deflected, but it went through a few jerseys. Right there for Life. Life pulls that one away. Tries to go back up. Kennedy in the feet. Fallow. He's going to walk this one in. Loses the puck. Misses it for the pass back to Declan. Lancaster coming ahead with speed. Poked away by McLeod. And we have an offside call. Will send us back to the face-off just outside the Hawks zone. And desperation starting to set in for the Hawks as they know this is a big one. They lose this one, and that's the streak gone. 8 wins, 0 losses in this half of the season. They know they can beat this team. They beat this team. Life. And that's an interference and a shot and a nice save there by the Lancaster goaltender. And that interference call completely missed as Fallow was body checked to the ice. Not that 5-on-4 or 5-on-3 makes a difference today, but it would have been nice to give another go at it, right? All right, Noseworthy at the draw. Lancaster wins this one, sent right to Doucette. Carr in with the aggression, and that is over to McDonald. McDonald tries to fire one on net, and that's blocked. Back, down, deep. Doucette making the moves. He'll fire one in, and that is a save and a cover-up with the whistle. We'll go back to the draw. Four minutes left here in regulation time, and the boys are going to be coming out to keep this 2-0 game alive for them. Back to neutral zone. Stanley. McDonald. McDonald's going to try to walk this one in. He'll chip it deep. Noseworthy is going to go one-on-one with Cadeau behind the net. Lancaster gains control. Chipped up, back to the neutral zone. Stanley passes up to Folkens. Folkens trying to make the play. That's stolen away by Green, and Green sends that one down, and that's icing against the Thunder. Period starting to wind down. Hawks running out of time to even get on the board in this game. They're facing an aggressive team with a hot goaltender. And we'll see what they can do the next 3 minutes. One to the boards, Michaud. Zach comes away, and they get that puck out as they give up the 2-on-1. Pass, shot, and a nice save by Halen. And Lancaster in control, trying to make something happen. A great no-look pass from Michaud up to Fillmore. A great receive by Fillmore. And Fillmore gets taken into the boards. Michaud coming in, playing the body. And Life in for support. Fillmore goes for the backhand. And couldn't quite get a hold of it. Baraducci, the shot, the tip. And that is a save in the 5-hole of the Lancaster goaltender. Oh no, the glove. The glove. And I imagine Halen's going to get pulled here real soon with 2:34 left in this game. Face off in the feet of the official. Put to the boards. Life looking. Gets a soft shot there. Rebound. Fallow in. Trying to pick that garbage up, but couldn't get there. Life out front. Fallow bouncing puck. And another shot, and that's another save. As the chaos ensues in front of the net. The bodies are flying. The boys are finally getting pucks on net. Cannot beat this goaltender today. Same line on. Lancaster couldn't get away with that one. Levesque, he'll fire one in. That goes deflected back into the corner. Kennedy on the boards, and he's going to take a cross-check to the head penalty with 2 minutes left in this game. And that's going to be a 4, I guarantee it. Four minutes, head contact. Hawks going to end this game down by 1 player. Lancaster on the power play to finish this off. And unless the Hawks pull some real magic tricks, pull some rabbits out of the hat on this one, it's going to be the first loss this half of the season. Lancaster outworking and outplaying Life. Send this one. Lancaster gains control. Back to Green. Green. He's going to try to do it himself, but he misplays the puck. Back to Green. Green. Back over. I can't see the name on the jersey. Fallow. Half the size of the guy, and he's going to tie him right up. High slot. Shot deflected into the netting, and we'll go back to the face-off. 1:40 left here in the third period. 2-0 for the Thunder. And some line changes happening here for both teams. Ben tried to clear it. Couldn't get it. Sent right to the point. And Ben again in. No arm up from that stick, taking the feet out from under him. And that is back to the neutral zone. And set deep and around. Ben sending it back to the point as Fulkins tried to come in. Back to Doran. Doran. Over. And that is blocked by Levesque. Levesque to Doucette. Doucette not paying attention, but he picks it up anyways. He was watching Link Doran for some reason. And that pass was going straight to them. They had a 3-on-1 opportunity with that one. Lancaster doesn't need any more goals. We have 3 in deep. Fulkins taking the body, and Lancaster back in control. And the coaches will leave the Hawks netminder there. Wasn't sure if they had pulled him for the 5-on-5. Declan's going to get that clear with 18 seconds left. And that's going to run the clock down as Fulkins coming in. And that is up to McDonald. McDonald over Pearson. And that's chipped up in the air, and that will end the game as they have a breakaway, but the back check from McDonald, and that's it. Lancaster beats the Hawks for the first time this season, killing the Hawks' winning streak of an 8-win streak. Hawks now 8-1. And Lancaster is pumped over this one, as I think they really needed it. This will put them 4-2 for this half of the season. Outworked, outplayed. Hawks will have to admit they did not show up for this one. All right, folks, we are back Friday morning, 9 a.m. for the February Freeze, and we play Lancaster to kick their tournament off. This will be held at the River Valley Community Center at 9 a.m. in Grand Bay, Friday, February 6th. I think I'm right on that. Yep, Friday, February 6th, 9 a.m. All right, folks, I'll be back with the stream 9 a.m. Friday morning, and we'll see you all then.